The episode begins with Mashiro presenting her special dish. Nagumo eats it with barely any reaction, which annoys Mashiro. Nagumo casually mentions that he can eat anything salty that goes well with rice. Mashiro mocks him for his simplicity. Nagumo, in turn, tells her to meet him at a bar later and learn about the charm of adulthood. In the next scene, Mashiro and Nagumo head to the bar. Mashiro is amazed by the ambiance. Once inside, she's further impressed by the charismatic bartender. Nagumo orders a drink. Suddenly, a man named Bronto mocks Mashiro, calling her a needy puppy. Nagumo defends her, saying she's his assistant. Mashiro is confused by all the nicknames being tossed around. Bronto teases her again, asking if she wants milk. When the bartender asks for her order, Mashiro requests a drinkable yogurt, causing the bartender to faint. Nagumo reminds her to be more stylish bartenders. Appreciated. When the bartender recovers, Mashiro switches to ordering barley tea, and the bartender faints again. Feeling guilty, Mashiro regrets her choices. Bronto jokes that they could be comedians. He hands Nagumo a drink in a stylish way, but Nagumo fumbles it. They cover for each other's mistakes. Mashiro watches the bartender, noting his calm and stylish demeanor. She thinks to herself that this must be the world of adults. Then a woman named Veronica arrives. Nagumo knows her, and she begins to flirt with him. Nagumo asks if she's been drinking somewhere else because he smells alcohol or something like it. Veronica shifts her attention to Mashiro. When Nagumo introduces Mashiro as his assistant, Veronica teases her, saying she should come back when she's out of diapers. Nagumo changes the subject and asks the bartender what he wanted to discuss. The bartender explains that graffiti has been mysteriously appearing in the bar for 6 months. Every time he erases it, it returns. He offers to pay Nagumo for help, but Nagumo refuses, saying he doesn't work on his days off. He agrees to help as a favor instead, noting he won't accept payment. The bartender mentions Nagumo shouldn't pay today's bill. Mashiro realizes that's why Nagumo is always broke. Mashiro notes it'll be hard to find the culprit, but Nagumo says he already knows. He tells Mashiro to check the door, where another graffiti has just appeared. Veronica volunteers to investigate, but Nagumo accuses her of being the culprit. Veronica denies it. Nagumo explains that the smell wasn't alcohol, it was spray paint, and points out the paint mark on the bottom of her skirt. Nagumo asks her why she did it. The bartender theorizes she was trying to get Nagumo to visit more often. Embarrassed, Veronica tries to leave, but the bartender stops her, saying she hasn't even ordered a drink yet. The others encourage her to stay, and the group ends up drinking together. Later, Mashiro and Nagumo walk home. Nagumo asks how she liked the adult world. Mashiro replies that he seemed more mature than usual. Nagumo says he wants to share a drink with her when she turns 20. In the next scene, we shift to a dungeon. Two detectives, Nagumo and Asunaro, along with their assistants, arrive at the entrance. Asunaro questions if it's the right place. Nagumo explains they received a mysterious case offering 1 million yen with an upfront payment of 200,000 yen. The sender and details were vague, making Nagumo suspect a trap. Despite that, Asunaro and Mashiro are excited, and Nagumo, thinking about the money, agrees to proceed. Nagumo warns everyone to stay. Alert, Mashiro claims she's already on high alert, but Nagumo points out she's standing in a pile of human waste. They enter. Asunaro tells Mashiro not to shut the door in case it's a trap, but she already closed it. It won't open again. The concrete walls are thick, even too much for Mashiro to break through. Suddenly, a screen lights up. A man appears, saying he seeks revenge on the detectives. He says he doesn't want them to die trapped. He wants to beat them in a game. Asunaro asks, "What game?" And the man says it's a quiz. They must answer at least 1 out of 5 questions correctly. For each wrong answer, an embarrassing photo will be shared online. As a sample, he shows a photo of Maki, who groans in agreement. The first question, 3 people, B and C, their ages multiply to 30. What is B's age? Maki is about to answer, but the man says he'll choose. He picks Mashiro, assuming she's the dumbest. Mashiro thinks hard, but guesses 10. It's wrong. And another embarrassing photo of Maki appears. They get all the questions wrong, and more embarrassing photos of Maki flood the screen. Maki collapses and tells Mashiro that while there's no phone signal, the TV still works, meaning the man is close by, using wires to communicate. She urges Mashiro to break the wall. Mashiro smashes it like the Hulk. Maki storms through the hole, and though we don't see what happens, loud beating sounds echo from inside. In the next scene, Mashiro buys a wiretap detector. Nagumo has no idea what it is. She explains it detects hidden mics. He mocks it as a cheap toy, but she reveals it cost 120,000 yen. Nagumo is shocked. Mashiro tests it. Nagumo scoffs. We're in a detective agency, but when she clicks it, the device buzzes loudly. They're both stunned. Mashiro feels embarrassed that someone might be eavesdropping. She whips out a Morse code machine and starts asking Nagumo what he wants to eat, using dots and dashes. Next, she searches for the bug. Instead, she finds Nagumo's adult magazines and keeps them in alphabetical order. Her device picks up something beneath the floor. They head down and discover something called the agent's secret base. Without hesitation, Mashiro rings the bell. A trap activates. Mashiro cuts it, but a woman leaps at her, thinking Mashiro is CIA. Nagumo tells her to stop. When the woman looks at Nagumo, he is trapped like a cocoon. The woman, now calm, praises Nagumo's choice in assistance. Mashiro asks who she is. She replies that she does many things, but she's a science agent named Hoshino Azuha. Mashiro finds her cool. Azuha asks what they're doing. Mashiro says they found a bug, and Nagumo is planning to catch the culprit. Azuha pulls out a device and asks them to cover their ears. She screams into it, amplifying the sound. She explains the bug will pick it up, and the real culprit will suffer ear pain. Nagumo protests, but soon someone complains about ear pain. It turns out to be a pizza delivery guy who confesses he bugged the agency because he fell in love with Azuha while delivering pizza. Azuha asks Nagumo why he seems to be enjoying things lately. He's not sure, but says he never feels bored around Mashiro. In the final scene, Mashiro tries to wake Nagumo. He refuses. Mashiro grabs Azuha's screaming device and yells into it. Suddenly, a group of thieves hiding in the agency flee in terror. Mashiro is left standing there, startled, and with that, the episode comes to an end.